Pretty busy place in airport. Lots of action. Rapid pace. Tight schedules. Tight quarters. And pressure. Perfect conditions for accidents. Unless we aggressively stress prevention. Unless we continually control the human element. Let's take a look at American Airlines accident experience for a single year. A year we called comparatively good, in that we had only one serious accident. A mechanical problem causing a nose gear failure, resulting in extensive damage to the nose wheel area. It cost us $45,000 to repair and 8 days of lost aircraft service. We were fortunate. There were no injuries. Not so fortunate was the fact that while we had only one serious accident during that comparatively good year, we lost 12,000 workdays as a result of injuries on duty. We lost 118 days of aircraft service while repairing minor accident damage. And we spent almost $870,000 repairing minor damage to our aircraft and ground equipment. American Airlines regulations point out that responsibility for the prevention of accidents follows the same lines of authority as responsibility for efficient operation. Each supervisor is responsible for the safety, for the conduct and performance of his people while they are on duty or on American Airlines premises. And he is also responsible for the overall safety of his operation. Effective fulfillment of these responsibilities is related to a supervisor's familiarity with potential causes of accidents. On the surface, most accidents appear to stem from a thoughtless act, a forgotten procedure, some unexplainable lapse in that unpredictable realm of human intelligence that collides with the inflexible realm of physical fact. But the curable causes are much deeper. Actually, accidents fall into two major categories. Those caused by material failure, such as a functional or structural breakdown of equipment, or those caused by a failure of the human element. In our industry, equipment changes rapidly, and historically, we've kept the failures of one generation from repeating in the next. Through design changes and proper maintenance, we can keep functional or structural breakdowns to a minimum. In terms of the human element, though, man's far from perfect makeup possesses certain predictably repeatable flaws. First of all, he's changed little besides his exterior for hundreds of generations. And he's now facing the problem of adapting some basically primitive human equipment to the demands of a space-age job. And while it adapts reasonably well, this human equipment does have some definite physical, physiological, and psychological limits. When circumstances cause these limits to be exceeded, the equipment breaks down, and our man is an accident risk. Secondly, by his nature and by work-oriented necessity, man is a social being who rarely functions alone. The essence of successful social existence is communication. But man's capacity in this area has limitations too. And when communication in his working environment breaks down, he is again an accident risk. And finally, his penchant for progress leads our man into areas that can only be given order through supervision, which is the best tool we have to combat all other human failures. When it breaks down, our man is really in trouble. So, The three major failures of the human element are in the key area of supervision, in communication, and in the limits of man's physical, physiological, and psychological equipment. Individually, but more often in combination, these are the roots of our accident problems. And in meeting responsibilities of accident prevention, these are our main areas of concern. Somebody once said, if you never make a mistake, you lose a great opportunity to learn. Well, our accident files show that we've made them. Let's see what you as supervisors can learn from them. The ticket lift agent asked me to remove the passenger stand from the aft door of the aircraft at gate 4. I closed and locked the door, went down the stairs, and started backing away from the aircraft. I wasn't familiar with a proper parking spot for the stand, so as I backed it away, I kept looking over my shoulder to see if I could see where it belonged. And then the stairs hit the wingtip. Investigation disclosed that the agent was instructed on the use of the stand, but was assigned to ticket counter duty before he gained experience with it. Several months later, he was reassigned to ramp duty, but received no retraining on the stand. He had previously used it at the front door, but had never been cautioned about wind clearance when backing away from the aft door. It is easy to think that checking for clearance should have been the obvious thing for the agent to do. But such things are not always obvious to inexperienced personnel, particularly when attention is being focused on other problems. Being obvious is relevant. In this case, effective supervision would have provided the necessary training and maneuvering precautions. A little communication would have provided the needed parking information. And either factor would have reduced the scope of the agent's problems within the boundaries of human limitation.
I had just picked up a bag card on gate 7 and was on my way to gate 10. I didn't realize it at the time, but 247 had just pulled in. As I drove under the tail, the rear stairs had struck the car.
Our regulations specify that mobile equipment should never be driven or parked under any part of any aircraft unless required by published procedures. All line employees and new hires at the accident station had received training to this effect. All, that is, except the driver of the accident vehicle. As a recent transfer, his knowledge of regulations was assumed, and so he was not trained. Since procedures permit the rear stairs on the 737 and 111 aircraft to be lowered from the inside without turn from the ground, our regulations call for particular care when operating near these stairs. A baseless assumption created two clear failures: in supervision and in communication. When it comes to safety, we should assume nothing. Yet we do, and that's why we're continually facing the problem of defensively avoiding the recurrence of accident types when we should be stressing an aggressive campaign of initial prevention.
When I was supervising the loading of pallets on 826, and standing just inside the doorway so I could check pallet numbers and cargo security, I saw a loose pull strap that had fallen into the roller track. So I reached down and pulled it out of the way before it got caught under the igloo. Well, I got caught instead. I lost half an inch of my right index finger. I was back on the job the next day, but I was a little sadder and a lot wiser, having learned two important things. First, the procedures are meant for our protection. I knew I should have stopped the igloo before reaching down, but I guess we always think that's for the other guy. Now I've got a permanent reminder that it isn't. When you get personally involved in an accident, it makes you a heck of a lot more safety conscious. And I realize now that we just can't put enough emphasis on it. I can speak from experience when I tell my crew about following procedures. And that's my second point. What's most obvious to me now is that a supervisor has an obligation to set the very best example in strictly abiding by all recommended safety practices. And he's not doing his job if he tolerates anything less by his crew. We had a 707 on its way into Gate 1. The mechanic assigned to the arrival had misunderstood instructions and had gone to Gate 10 on the other side of the finger. That left the Gate 1 arrival uncovered, and the agent was ready on the bridge. I knew that the stop-go lights weren't working, so I ran out to give the straight-in signal. I didn't have my yellow flashlight on, so I used hand signals. As the aircraft approached the bridge, the number one nacelle struck a baggage train.
Any one of several people could have prevented this accident simply by following procedures. The fleet service clerk who left the baggage carts improperly parked. The mechanic who in his haste to cover the arrival not only failed to check the clearance of his gate area, but used unauthorized signals as well. And of course there's the captain who accepted those signals. It adds up to an almost classic pattern of the failure of the human element. Initially, positive communication would have had the first mechanic pass the right gate. This would have avoided the pressure situation that led to the omission of a gate clearance check by the mechanic who did handle the arrival. But the multiple procedural violations involved in this accident can only be avoided by supervision that generates a safety-oriented attitude among all personnel. And generating that attitude is a three-phase job. Training provides its foundation. Observation monitors its effectiveness. And an adequate flow of information controls its direction on a continuing basis. The effectiveness of training is proportionate to motivation. So the preparation of a trainee becomes an important factor. If he knows what is expected of him, why it's expected, and what it will mean to him as an individual, his desire to enter more actively into training sessions can be increased, and he'll learn more in the bargain. A good supervisor knows his people and will know how to reach them in order to make training on safety concepts a success. He'll make it a point to stimulate their thinking by relating training or training material to their level of interest. He knows that testing is necessary to measure the understanding of the concepts taught. And he also knows that it's the first step in determining how effective his training methods are in establishing safety orientation. The next step is monitoring on the job. Of course, the evaluation of accident reports is one way to monitor safety orientation. And while it's obviously an important accident prevention tool, continual observation of activities to correct problems before they reach the accident report stage is our best preventive tool. This is aggressive safety. A good supervisor knows this and gets out to observe his people to see if they're complying with procedures and safe operating practices, and to see that their individual training or capabilities are equal to their assignment. He observes working conditions, and if they pose problems, he offers helpful cautions or reminders when assigning jobs. Since he can't be everywhere, a good supervisor will know his people well enough to provide the closest supervision where it is needed most. Regulations and procedures provide the framework of accident prevention. All supervisors must know them thoroughly, must be sure that their people know them, and will at all times insist that they are met with the highest level of compliance. The good supervisor knows the importance of keeping his people informed, advising them on problems that arise, on their safety performance, on new or revised procedures affecting that performance. And he'll use findings on past accidents as a means of alerting his people against their recurrence. In summary, preventing accidents means controlling the human element. And you, the supervisor, can be the primary source of that control by seeing that your people are adequately trained, by observing and evaluating their performance, and by providing a sufficient flow of information to maintain that safety-oriented attitude. all levels of American Airlines management have the responsibility to maintain safety as their number one concern. American Airlines is now carrying more passengers and moving more freight than ever before. This potentially bright picture is dimmed by the fact that continually rising costs have caught us in the middle of a profit squeeze, making it essential that the company seek every possible means of reducing these costs without reducing the excellence of our service. The effect of accident costs on earnings is obvious. It's also obvious that by improving the accident record, we can improve the profit picture. It follows that fewer accidents mean we can provide better service. So it's a matter of concern to all of us in American Airlines to maintain a closer surveillance over all creative activities, seeking out potential accident situations before they become costly problems. To accomplish this, Mr. Speeder has called for attention to the American Airlines operating policy as a means of providing the needed perspective. It says, the safety of our passengers and their guests, of our employees, of the public, and of our operation as a whole is of extreme importance to American Airlines. It is therefore American Airlines policy that we will plan and conduct our operation with three considerations. The first of these is safety. The second is passenger comfort and convenience. And the third is schedule performance. We have clearly established the priorities. It remains for each of us to fulfill the responsibility implied in our policy and firmly stated in our regulations that accident prevention is a part of everyone's job.